YouTube. So I just made a video and I just posted it, but my dad came home. He just bought another phone on Craigslist, and he didn't tell me he was going out to get it. Normally he like brags about finding phones and whatever. But anyway, he goes and he gets this phone, and I'm gonna let you look at it and see if you can tell the difference, or if you know what went wrong here. He said he was going to get an iPhone 4S AT&T 64 gigabyte white. Listed on eBay and listed to sell around $450, $500, no less than that, $400 to $450. Okay, he was the guy I wanted $250. My dad talked him out of the $200, and when he got there, he grabbed the phone, and I'll tell you what happens. But let me just show you what it looks like. All right, so here it is. Now it does have a cracked back, and it's pretty massive. But when he bought it, it had a case on it, so you couldn't see the back. So another thing when you go to buy phones, remove all the cases from the phone and look at the phone itself. So many times have I seen people try to sell me a phone with a cracked back, and they said, "Oh, it's still in there." And I've seen people who I've worked at retail, people try to return phones, and one guy had a cracked screen on the front, and he put it face down in the box, hoping I wouldn't see it. Like, can you believe that? These people, I don't know how they live with themselves. But anyway, just look at this phone, okay? Now it does have a little crack right here in the front, and that's another bad sign. I wouldn't have bought it, or I would have paid a lot less. But here it is. Here's the lock screen. I'll let you look at it for a second and see if you can see anything that's different. It says no SIM, so you know it's obviously no SIM card. Just look at the top, at the time and just the format, and then I'm going to unlock it. And just look at that. All right. Look how it changes. You're probably thinking, "Oh, dude, that's just a jailbroken phone." But guess what? There's no Cydia on this phone at all. So if you haven't guessed, it's a Chinese knockoff. It's a complete knockoff. It's running a version of Android that mimics iOS. It's not even close, but it's just really hilarious because he goes and he's old, but he's not that old. He just had in his mind that's great profit he was gonna make, and no matter what, he was just like gonna buy it. And he actually did talk him down because he was like, it's got a crack on the front. So he ended up paying $150 for it. But this phone has no value. This is not worth anything. You can't even sell it as a clone or as a knockoff because no one wants it. First of all, it's a cracked back and a cracked front. And the software is useless. Like, there's nothing good about this phone. You might be able to get $10 so someone can shoot it or something. I don't know, make another YouTube video. Ooh, that's a good idea. Maybe I'll make a video where I shoot it with my 357 Magnum. We'll see that in the future. If you want to see that, comment below. Check it out. So I think the only thing that came out of this thing is the preloaded apps. There's this Chinese app on there, all these Chinese girls, and then you click on it, and you get a picture of her, and you go like this. And you just like take your clothes off. How funny is that? I think that's like the only good thing about this app. Oh my gosh. It's not even good. It's so slow. And I took a photo with it and it said insufficient memory. If it's 64 gigs, it would not have an insufficient memory. So, piece of junk. Waste of time. So be careful. That's my lesson. I just wanted to show you guys that, my dad makes mistakes and I made mistakes too. Trust me, not every transaction is perfect. But you hope to win more than you lose. And with this one is a tax write-off. Big tax write-off. Because you ain't doing nothing with that. I'll show you another one. Like I'm trying to sell this Nokia Lumia. Never been able to sell it, but it's just been sitting around. It's a Lumia 900. So if you want to buy it, let me know. It doesn't work though. So if you want it for parts, let me know. But anyway, I can't believe that, and I just wanted to. I have seen this before, and I have seen people listed them on eBay, but I've never been so stupid enough to have a guy who he actually legitimately believed that this phone was. He knew it was a knockoff. No, that's the thing. He knew it was a knockoff, but he was playing it out. My dad was like, "It doesn't look funny. It looks funny," and he goes, "Oh yeah," he says, "Yeah, it's jailbroken." Like, what a scammer, dude. If you knew anything about jailbroken, you're an idiot. So, you just be careful, and now he's got to deal with this loser, so... And we live in a good town, so I never thought something like this would happen. But there are people out there, I just want to let you know, that's happened today. It's really funny. But don't get all discouraged, and don't be too scared to go out and buy phones or whatever, because there are a lot of good things, that are out there. Yeah, a lot of good, 65. This is actually a 32 gig. Picked that up. Actually, had someone ship it to me from Florida. I don't even live in Florida, so he sent it to me. Showed up at my door. Paid him on PayPal. Smooth transaction. About to flip it. So there are good things about this. So you know, don't buy Chinese knockoffs. Oh, another thing. There are life-proof cases and Apple chargers that are complete knockoffs on Craigslist. Don't ever buy those. There's only one way to tell, and it's by taking out the package and putting it on your phone. So don't do it. I would not do it. And OtterBox is also very, very counterfeit. Dr. Dre Beats, those are also counterfeit. So just don't buy counterfeits. And if maybe I'll make a video with a side-by-side of all of them sometime. But thanks for watching. Don't buy a Chinese knockoff that's running an Android software. It's got Java on it. Okay. Anyway, see ya.